It was around 40 years ago when Australia's own gave us a whole new style of Holden. Wasn't a car, so to speak, but then it wasn't a truck either. It was somewhere in between, able to carry plenty of load with plenty of comfort for the driver and passenger too. Sort of half truck and half sedan. It'd suit the man in the city just as well as it'd suit the man on the land. Didn't matter what you called it, the utility, the pickup or the truck, to every Australian who ever carried a load down a paved city street or a dusty country road, this was the good old Aussie Ute. Now, over 40 years have passed since the Holden Ute made the scene, and there've been a few types along the road since then. But the one we've loved the best has always been Holden, Australia's own Ute through and through. Now's the time to have a new one, to carry the loads and the legends of the Holden Ute for another 40 years or more. Bred from the new Commodores that have taken Australia by storm. The VN sedans and wagons, the V6s and V8s, now have a couple of more utilitarian mates. This is the new Holden Ute. They'll sing it from the mountains to the cities to the sea. It's Australia's own, the Holden Ute, built for you and me.
When you're shifting furniture, or a couple of sheep or two, or you're carrying a load of bricks to fix your barbecue, you're loaded up with hay bales to keep Bluey from falling out. So life's real good on the weekend when you take your Sheila out. We just can't do without a Ute. The real Ute. The real Ute. The Holden Ute.
No, Australians just can't do without their Ute. And with the debut of the new VG, the Holden lineup has its first true utility derivative in, well, let's just say long enough. And this Ute is no ordinary derivative. It's based on the triple award-winning VN Holden Commodore, with the space, power and styling that immediately made it Australia's top-selling family car. With a pedigree like that, the Holden Ute leaves the gate with a proven reputation for power and performance that puts this workhorse in the true thoroughbred class. There are two models to choose from. The Holden Ute with a set of features aimed at the fleet and commercial buyer, and the Holden Ute S offering a full range of features as standard equipment, making the S one of the best equipped Utes on the road. Standard on both levels of Holden Ute is the renowned Holden 3.8 litre fuel-injected V6 engine, optimum performance with plenty of extra power for carrying a load. A 5-speed manual transmission is standard, or the option of a 4-speed overdrive automatic. And power-boosted 4-wheel disc brakes for sure-footed stopping power. Variable ratio rack and pinion power steering for superior manoeuvrability from high speeds to parallel parking. The S model Ute offers these additional exciting features as standard. Bigger 15-inch wheels and tyres, a limited slip differential, making sure you're always in complete control, coupled with the handling characteristics of the McPherson strut and variable rate coil spring suspension, the Holden Ute and Holden Ute S give great ride under any load or driving condition. And for the ultimate performance Ute, the Holden Ute S has the option of the new, highly acclaimed Holden 5-litre electronic fuel-injected V8. Power to move and power to tow. Response to merge with traffic safely and effortlessly, and with economy previously unheard of in an engine of this capacity. The Holden Ute S with the optional 5-litre fuel-injected V8 brings back memories of the Butte Utes of the past, but with the technology of today. Fuel economy and performance figures from the Holden Ute with the 3.8 V6 or optional V8 are comparable to those already well established with its award-winning passenger-carrying cousins, the VN Commodores. Even compared with many 4-cylinder engines, the modern designs and features of the Holden Ute's V6 and V8 engines enable them to deliver remarkable fuel economy. There's certainly nothing boxy about this ute. The modern aerodynamics of its V-car heritage make this the sleekest looking ute on the road. Comparing it with its rival, the Ford X-Series Falcon ute, it just isn't fair to the Ford. The new Holden ute is based on the longer wheelbase of the VN Commodore wagon underbody. In fact, from the driver forward, the Holden ute has many mechanical and structural components in common with Australia's most popular family wagon. Parts and service from any of Australia's hundreds of Holden-wise dealers will be as easy to obtain as for the family car. Look at the smooth lines of the front end, the sharp slope of the bonnet for a good view of the road ahead, and in addition, the Holden Ute S has a body-coloured bumper and air intake and narrow quartz halogen lamps, dual manual remote control exterior mirrors, body side mouldings. While the driving end of the Holden Ute is pretty impressive, it's the business end down the back that most ute buyers want to see. This is where Holden rewrites the rule book on utes of this size and payload, introducing for the first time the highest standards of comfort, handling and durability in an Australian designed and built ute. The load length and the height to the rim, that's the real test. And stacked up against its main rival, the old Ford utility, the Holden Ute wins hands down. The volume of the Holden Ute's cargo area is the biggest in its class too, over a cubic metre of volume below the rim. The Holden Ute easily carries the largest possible square load compared with the Ford Ute. The bottom line is, you can carry a larger payload in the Holden Ute, 15% more than the Falcon. Like I said before, no comparison. The Holden Ute features a modern coil spring rear suspension design. Holden engineers have been able to strike a good balance between the characteristics of a truck and a passenger vehicle with the new coil spring design. This gives the Holden Ute the quiet ride and good handling qualities of a sedan while maintaining the versatility of a ute. That's just something leaf springs can't deliver. And there's ample strength to carry the 720 kilo recommended maximum payload of cargo and passengers. No worries. Large diameter rear shockers have been fitted to improve roll control and handling, and they've been tuned specifically to carry commercial loads. The new Holden Ute is also the only utility in its class to feature a load proportioning valve for improved braking under both heavy and light loads. The good looks of the business end don't hurt either. The wide body-coloured bumpers have extended sections at the top for added protection to the corners. High contrast tail lamp clusters, high up for good visibility and protection too. Strong fold-down tailgate with reinforced cable supports. Unhook them and the gate drops down for loading with a forklift. That cargo floor and sides are tough. The floor is double-skinned and ribbed for added strength. Extra corrosion protection and resistance to damage too. The custom tonneau cover is standard equipment in the S model Ute. The rails are removable for easy repair or replacement. The number plate is even mounted to one side, so it's still legally visible with a tow ball mounted. Holden have thought of everything. Enough with business. Let's have some more driving pleasure. Inside, and who said a ute couldn't be stylish and luxurious? Holden Ute S features cloth-trimmed bucket seats with lumbar support and height adjustment for the driver. Loop pile carpet, driver's footrest, cloth door trim, electronic tune AM FM stereo radio cassette, centre console, soft rounded dash and soft feel 2-spoke steering wheel, tacho too. The optional 4-speed auto is a T-bar, but there's also the option of a split bench bucket seat with a 4-speed automatic column shift. Remember those? Sitting 3 across becomes a real possibility. With the V8 though, it's bucket seats with 5 on the floor or T-bar auto all the way, no options. But there's still plenty of possibilities to option up and customise the new Holden Ute. Air conditioning, bull bar, metallic paint, special instruments and power antenna. And for those who want one with the lot, the Holden Formula Ute will really satisfy. roll bar, formula grille, front air dam, special striping and decals, a modified tonneau cover to accommodate the roll bar, and SS alloy wheels are an accessory. And like the man says, when the word gets around that the Holden Ute is back, every man and his dog's going to want one.
There's only one Ute that gives you the choice of a V6 or a V8 under the bonnet. The comfort of a passenger vehicle and the biggest load capacity in its class.
Thanks, buddy.
The Holden Ute is back. Every man and his dog will love it.